What's going on, everybody? It's Fairy Dating Coach Elliott Scott, and as you can see by the wonderful title below, we're going to talk about if a guy's chasing your fine ass, your booty, it doesn't mean he necessarily likes you, right? A lot of my clients are always saying, well, how do I get him to chase me again? How do I get him to chase me again? Because they truly believe that equates to I like you. That's not true, ladies, okay? Now, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. I'll love you forever, but not as much as I love the ladies who click that bell notification, which gives my videos to you right away, right when I literally put them out, okay? So, there's a lot of different ways to go about this, okay? First off, I want to say why it means he doesn't like you. The first thing is the fact that it's going to go down its normal route again when a guy comes back around. And here's why. When a guy pulls away, there's a reason he pulls away. If he chases, it doesn't mean that the reason he pulled away has changed. Let's just say he pulled away because he wasn't wanting a relationship, okay? But if he starts chasing again, it doesn't mean he wants a relationship. Okay, now he might be chasing because he knows he can get you. You're pre-qualified. He's horny. He's just a douchebag. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons why he starts chasing again, but it doesn't equate to me wanting a relationship, and that's what a lot of women don't understand. Okay, and the reason it never really goes back into a relationship is because of the power dynamics. If he's pulling away, he has the power, obviously, because maybe he doesn't, but to him he does because he doesn't give a shit. That's why he's pulling away. When he comes back, a lot of women believe, okay, I have the power because he's chasing me. But in reality, there's always the micro and there's the macro, I always say. The micro is, in that instance, you might think so. But at the end of the day, you're wanting him to chase you because you like him. He originally pulled away because he's, whatever reason. And that reason doesn't just change because a guy starts chasing. So in reality, you're wanting the outcome. You're wanting the end goal. You're wanting something to happen with this guy. And you're like, well, I'm going to make him work for it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'll show him before I take him back. Whatever. Guys know this. Guys know that you have a hard exterior and a soft interior. We know that once we break through that wall, we're back in. And I don't mean that in a manipulating way. That's just what guys know. Like, I know you like me. Like, I know you're interested. Otherwise, you wouldn't be pulling this bullshit. You would have pulled away before I did, and things like that. And again, there's a lot of reasons the guy could come back. It could be sexual, which mostly it is. It's because you're pre-qualified and it's sexual and he knows he can get it from you. So he goes about it. And a guy knows he could just get through that barrier and get back with you. But of course, when you try to pursue something with him again, he will say, and he will be in the right here, unfortunately. He will say, hey, I told you I didn't want anything, remember? Let's just say he said that originally. Hey, I told you I'm just not ready for a relationship, or I'm not really wanting one, or I don't know what I want, and blah, 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 blah. And then a woman would say, well, then why the fuck are you chasing me? Well, then why are you coming back? And again, the guy would win the argument because he says, well, just because I don't want a relationship doesn't mean I don't want to hang out with you. Just because I don't want a relationship doesn't mean I'm not interested, because I do like you. I just don't know, And I tell him that all the time. There's a big difference between liking you and wanting a relationship. This is a lifestyle. Some guys don't want to answer to somebody. They don't want to have their weekends accounted for. They don't want to have to talk and text to somebody. They just don't like the relationship lifestyle yet, unless it's the number one woman. But that still doesn't mean he doesn't like you. He doesn't like the advantages of you. He doesn't like talking to you, hanging out with you, and things like that. You're still a cool chick. So what I'm trying to say is, when a guy starts chasing, it's not because, it happens, right? There's a guy who can be like, oh shit, I regret this. She's actually a really cool chick. Oh my God. I need her in my life, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that happens. He has a regret because he actually has an opportunity to miss you, realize what it's like without you, and things like that. So the guy does have an image of, holy shit, this is my life with her and without her. I'd rather have her in it, But at the same time, there's a lot of guys who again, it's mostly sexual. You're pre-qualified. He doesn't want to commit because he probably has a lot of options, or he's on a dating app where he could talk to a lot of women. He's just not in that relationship mindset. So when he does come around, it is because he's interested in you probably, but doesn't want a relationship. Now, that still doesn't mean you shouldn't have a guy chase you, because scarcity is a very, very, very powerful thing, and it does create value, right? And it does have a guy invest in you more because, like I said in my last probably 10 videos, or I said somewhere in my last 10 videos, where if you just give yourself to a guy, there's no effort there. He's just gonna take that's literally like me going in and taking something off the shelf and just walking out with no repercussions. It's so it's just so easy to do, and there's no value because I don't have a price to pay. Whereas, you could tell you really care for something when you grab it, you stand in a long ass line. People do that shit Black Friday and they have to pay whatever for it. That's how they know they care. That's value. You lose a lot of value if I could just snatch your ass off a shelf and walk out, because I could do that with anything, basically. I come and go as I please. You do not want that, okay? So you should always be scarce to a degree. I don't mean like some cold, hard bitch shit. Just there should always be a form of scarcity. But at the same time, remember, ladies, just because a guy comes back and chases you doesn't mean he wants a relationship. There should never be a comeback kind of thing. You should be scarce in the beginning. That's scarce in a I gotta make a video on this. Scarce in a correct way. Now you're gonna ask what correct is. That's gonna be a long ass video. But so many women just give in so easily. You have to work on that beginning part, because when he starts chasing you again, he likes you. Can you change it? Yes. But a lot of the times, just because he comes back, it doesn't guarantee relationship. And that's what a lot of women don't understand. So be scarce in the beginning. Create that value from the beginning. So that's the lens he sees things through. And he already has a lot of interest. He knows he has to put effort in and investment in to obtaining you. Okay. So ladies, with that being said, I love you. Take care. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Just click the red button below. And I love you a lot. A whole bunch. Actually, like a shitload, okay? So, peace.